Oh, Spark, it's good to see you ready to travel the universe. All of these worlds made by others just like you. So much to explore. So much to create. The universe is waiting for you to bring it to life. The stories yet to be told, the games to be made, civilizations and societies to be formed. So, what kind of Spark are you? Player, creator, or both? Oh, but whatever you choose, there's a universe of possibilities. Now, how do we begin? Oh yes, I forgot to mention, by exploring, playing, and creating, you'll learn energy that will grow your powers. So don't just see, do. Make anything you imagine. Let's get to it. You can make anything. Have you ever made a game? No? Well, time to change that. Get ready to create a hero, an adversary, and a world to explore. Press the A button to switch tools, then use the left stick to navigate to the prop tool, and press A again to select it. Press up on the D-pad to open the prop gallery. Use the left stick to select the Characters tab, then press A to filter your view. Choose any character you want to be your hero. Press the left trigger to snap the prop to the ground. Press the right trigger to place the prop in your world. Move the cursor over your hero and hold LB. While holding the left bumper, press Y to open its brain. Welcome to the Brain Editor, where the magic really happens. Brains are a collection of code statements that tell the object how to behave. All code statements are divided into a when side and a do side. When, the left side is true, do, the actions on the right. Let's start with a blank brain and build your hero from scratch. First, let's give them a way to move. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the when side. Tilt the left stick toward the Controls folder and press A to select it. Select the Controller folder. Select the left stick tile. Now this line of code will run when the left stick is used, but what will it do? Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the do side. Select the movement folder. Select the move tile. You've written your first line of code. It says that when the left stick is used, the character will move. Press B to exit the Brain Editor. Press Menu to open the Pause menu. Move the left stick to see what happens. When you're done testing, press Menu. Select Edit to return to Create mode. Move the cursor over your hero and hold LB. While holding the left bumper, press Y to open its brain. Let's give your hero the ability to jump. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to... This is the Tile Picker, where all code tiles can be found. Tiles are all organized into folders by their functionality. Select the Controls folder. Select the Controller folder. Select the A tile. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the do side. Select the Movement folder. Select the Jump tile. The line you just wrote says, whenever this button is held, jump. However, your hero will jump constantly if that button is held. Let's add one more tile to change that. This will be a modifier, meaning it affects the tile that comes before it. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the when side. Select the Modifiers folder. Select the Pressed tile. This means your hero will only jump when the button is first pressed. You'll have to release the button before you can jump again. Your hero's brain is missing one more key thing, a camera. This is why the game doesn't move with their actions. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the do side. Press the right bumper to view the next page of tile. Select the Camera folder. Select the Follow Camera tile. Because the when side of this line is empty, now the camera will always follow the player. Let's try out your new camera. Press B to exit the Brain Editor. Press Menu to open the Pause menu. Try jumping and moving the right stick to control the camera. When you're done testing, press Menu. Move the cursor over your hero and hold while holding the left bumper. Press Y to open its brain. Let's make your hero attack when you press the X button. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the Wens. Select the Controls folder. Select the Controller folder. Select the X tile. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the Do side. Select the Combat folder. Select the Attack tile. Now your hero will attack when you press the X button. Let's make your hero do a ranged attack when you press the Y button. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the Wen. Select the control. Select the controller folder. Select the Y tile. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the Do side. Select the combat folder. Select the shoot tile. Now your hero will shoot when you press the Y button. The default projectile is a fireball. Time to test out your code again. Press B to exit the brain editor. Press menu to open the pause menu. Press the X and Y buttons to see what happens. When you're done testing, press menu. Well, now that you've made yourself a hero, you need an adversary for your new powers. Let's create an enemy. Let's pick an enemy from the prop palette for our hero to fight. Prop mode is how you add interesting objects and life to your world. It's also where you go to edit or remove them. The prop palette below contains the most recently used items. The arrow just above it takes you to the prop gallery, where just about anything can be found. Use the D-pad to select the goblin from the prop palette. Press the left trigger to snap the prop to the ground. Press the right trigger to place the prop. Instead of coding a brain from scratch, we're going to select a pre-made brain for our fierce little goblin from the brain gallery. Move the cursor over the goblin and hold the left. While holding the left bumper, press Y to open its brain. Normally, this goblin would come with a default brain. Right now it's blank, so let's go get him a new one. Press the menu button to open the Brain Options menu. The Brain Options menu contains choices that allow you to affect an object's entire brain or individual pages. Select the Brain Gallery menu item. Welcome to the Brain Gallery. Each brain can be dropped into any object. Your collection will grow with each content pack unlocked and any time you create and save a brain. Now let's find and drop enemy brain onto your goblin to make him a bit more hostile. Use the left stick to select the search box in the upper right. Then press A and type enemy. Select Enemy Brain to automatically fill in all of the code your goblin will need to become a fearsome adversary. Press B to exit the brain option. Press B to exit the brain editor. Press menu to open the pause menu. Press menu when you're done testing. Amazing! You've conquered basic programming and created a stalwart hero and some fearsome enemies. But now this empty world around them needs some help. Let's get to work and create an awesome backdrop for their battle. Great. You've created a hero and an enemy. But they need a world to adventure in. Let's use sculpting, painting, and a few props to give it some life. A mountain is your next challenge to conquer. Press the A button to switch tools, then use the left stick to navigate to the Sculpt tool, and press A again to select it. The first step to sculpting an incredible landscape is learning to control the camera. Use the left stick. Use the Y and X buttons to move your cursor up and use the right stick to orbit the camera around your cursor's current position. Click in the right stick to change the camera's zoom level. Now that you've got the hang of the camera, go start creating. Mold your world in sculpt mode. Here you can modify, raise, lower, and even create terrain. There's a whole set of tools to use, and each one has an opposite. To sculpt, hold the right trigger and move your brush over the terrain. This is the Expand Erode tool. In Expand mode, your brush will raise the terrain, and in Erode mode, it will reduce the terrain. This tool expands the terrain it touches. Hold the right trigger and move. You're off to a good start, but this will go a lot faster with a bigger brush. While holding the left bumper, use the left stick to select scale. Then tilt the right stick to adjust. Keep expanding until your mountain is lofty and majestic. Press A when you're done. The Expand brush is great for adding terrain, but sometimes you need to carve it away. Let's switch to Erode and carve some contours into your mountain. The Erode brush reduces the terrain it touches. Hold the left trigger and move the brush across your mountain to add contours and remove excess terrain. Don't worry about making mistakes. It's really safe to experiment and try new things in Project Spark, because it's really easy to undo those actions. Press the View button next to the Menu button at any time to undo your last action. You can also hold the View button and use the right stick to scrub through the bar to get to the exact point you want. Let's reduce your brush's intensity so you can shape your mountain in finer detail. While holding the left bumper, use the left stick to select intensity. Then tilt the right stick to adjust the intensity of your brush. Use both the Expand and Erode brushes to sculpt your mountain into a geological wonder. Press A when you're done. Let's add some color to your mountain. Press the A button to switch tools, then use the left stick to navigate to the Paint tool and press A again to select it. Ah yes, Paint mode. This is how you add different colors and materials to your world. Use the D-pad to switch materials on the Paint palette at the bottom of the screen. The arrow button right above the palette opens the Paint gallery, which has even more materials to select from. Press the right trigger to paint some magic into your world. To paint, hold the right trigger and move your brush over the terrain. Use the D-pad to change paint materials. Paint until your mountain is vivid and awe-inspiring. Press A when you're done. You've made an interesting landscape, but how will your hero know where to go? The solution is simple. It's time to make a path. First, let's choose a background material to paint the ground beneath your path. While holding the left bumper, use the left stick to select scale. Then tilt the right stick to adjust the size of your brush. Now paint over the terrain with your ground material. Press A when you're done. All right, now it's time to pick a contrasting material for your path. Let's pick something from the gallery. Use the D-pad to select this slot and press up on the D-pad to open the materials gallery. This is the paint gallery. It contains all of the different materials you can use in your world. Selecting a material replaces whichever material was in the currently active slot. Choose a material, then press B to exit the gallery. Paint a path to connect all of the elements in your world. Press A when you're done. Great path, but it could use a bit of sprucing up to make things more interesting. How about some coins to pick up? Press the A button to switch tools, then use the left stick to navigate to the prop tool and press A again to select it. Press up on the D-pad to open. This is the prop gallery, where you can find all of the props, characters, assemblies, sound, and visual effects that you own. You can filter your view by prop type using the tabs above. Looking for something specific? You can also search for your heart's desire using the search box in the upper right. Select the coin prop. Press the left trigger to snap the prop to the ground. Press the right trigger to place the prop in your world. Press the right trigger to place as many coins around your world as you want. When you're done, press B to deselect the coin. Almost done, but your path needs a little vegetation. How about a tree? Press up on the D-pad to open the prop gallery. Use the left stick to select the search box in the upper right, then press A and search for tree. Pick a tree to add to your world. Press the left trigger to snap the prop to the ground. Press the right trigger to place the prop in your world. Not bad, but how about we make it a bit bigger and rotate it a little? Move your cursor over the tree and press the right trigger to grab it. While holding the left bumper, use the left stick to select scale. Then tilt the right stick to change the. Press A when you're done. While holding the left bumper, use the left stick to select Rotate Y. Then press A when you're done. Now that it's bigger, maybe we need to reposition it a little. Use the left stick, X and Y buttons to move the tree. Hold the left trigger to keep the tree snapped to the terrain. Press A when you're done. Awesome job! Now your hero has a summit to conquer, a path to follow, treasure to find, and battles to fight. You're going to create a goal for the player that will end the game once they achieve it. Press up on the D-pad to open the prop gallery. Use the left stick to select the search box in the upper right. Then press A and search for flag. Select the village flag prop and make sure to place it somewhere accessible. Press the left trigger to snap the prop to the ground. Press the right trigger to place the prop in your world. We'll make a brain for the flag that will do two things: detect when the player has reached it, and then display a victory message ending the game. Move while holding the left bumper. Press Y to open it. First, we have to detect when the player reaches the flag using the bump sensor. Select the plus and select the sensor's full. Select the bump tile. Now this line will run when any object bumps into it. Since you only want to sense the player, you need to add a player tile to filter the sensor's results. Select the plus, select the objects, select the player. Now that the when side checks if the player has reached the flag, the do side should tell this brain to switch over to a victory state. So far, all of the code you've written has been on page 1 of this brain. Every brain has at least one page, but you're going to use an additional page to enter a victory state. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the do side. Press the right bumper to view the next page of tiles. Select the Brains folder. Select the Switch Page tile. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the Do side. Press the right bumper to view the next page. Select the Brains folder. Select the Next Page tile. Switching pages is like changing states, like going from being asleep to being awake. You can't be both at once. Switch page, next page tells this brain to stop running the current page and start running the next page. Page 1 is done for now, so you can switch over to page 2 and start coding the victory state. Press the right bumper to go to the next page in this brain. Welcome to page 2. The code on this page will not run until the brain switches from page 1 to page 2. Anything you want to happen after the player reaches the flag should go on this page. A good place to start is with a simple victory message. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the do side. Select the Appearance folder. Select the Display folder. Select the Display tile. Next, you need to create a piece of custom text to display. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the do side. Select the Values folder. Select the Text folder. Select the New Text tile. What will be displayed when players reach the flag? You can also modify where the message will show up and how big it will be. Select the plus and press A. Select the modifier. Select the positioning. Select the screen location. Select the screen centered. Select the plus and select the modifier. Select the font. Before you add anything else, you should test your goal to make sure everything works so far. Press B to exit. Press menu to open the pause menu. Press menu when you're done testing. Your goal works, but it doesn't actually end the game yet. Move the cursor over the flag and hold the left bumper. While holding the left bumper, press Y to open its brain. Press the right bumper. After the victory text is displayed, the screen should fade to black and the game should end. Select the plus and press A. Select the appearance folder. Select the display folder. Select the fade. Now set how long the fade out should take. Select the plus. Select the modifier. Select the transition time. Select the plus and select the values. Select the number. Select the new number. How many seconds should the fade out take? 1 to 3 seconds is a good length. To actually end the game, simply use the Game Over tile. Select the plus and press A. Select the appearance folder. Select the display folder. Select the Game Over tile. The when side of this line is empty, which means the Game Over tile will run immediately when this brain switches to page 2. You can use a countdown timer to delay this line's execution by a few seconds, which will give the screen a chance to fade out and display the victory message. Select the plus and press A to add a tile to the when side. Select the timing and logic folder. Select the countdown timer. Select the plus and press A to add a tile. Spark, you've leveled up. Gaining more levels grants rewards and access to more awesome stuff in the marketplace. How many seconds should elapse before the Game Over screen appears? Make sure this is longer than the fade duration. Now this line won't run until the countdown timer is finished counting the specified number of seconds. Time to put your Game Over transition to the test. Press B to exit the brain editor. Press Menu to open the pop. When in test mode, the Game Over tile returns you to Create mode. In Play mode, the player will go to the End Game screen. Thanks for checking out our tutorial preview for 3D Adventure. Check back in future releases for more tutorials and even bigger adventures. Don't forget to save your level from the pause menu, then head back into Play mode to check it out. Here's something you won't want to miss. Ah, important and interesting. What better way to be inspired than to see what's possible? Of course, but what should we explore? Information on this... Ah, the more you know.